Early in the Russia-Ukraine war, tales emerged of a heroic, death-defying fighter pilot known as the Ghost of Kyiv, who was said to have shot down at least 6 Russian aircraft over the Ukrainian capital. The Ghost of Kyiv was later revealed to be little more than a myth, fabricated to inspire a degree of hope among the populace. However, nothing is mythical or made up about a recent video shared by the Ukrainian Air Force. This footage showcases a French Mirage 2000 jet sporting 6 cruise missile kill markings painted onto its fuselage. This display strongly suggests that Ukraine may finally have its own real-life Ghost of Kyiv, a highly skilled and proven pilot with an extraordinary talent for destroying some of Russia's most potent cruise missiles and in the process saving countless lives. Even Russia seems puzzled about how any pilot could pull off such a feat. Nevertheless, as long as Ukraine has individuals like him safeguarding its skies, the Kremlin will likely find it almost impossible to achieve anything resembling aerial superiority as the war approaches its 4-year mark. On November 17th, the official X account of the Ukrainian Air Force released a video captioned, "Mirage 2000 of the Ukrainian Air Force FLIs on a combat mission, awaiting good news from France, together to victory." The 46-second video, set to the French pop song Je Vous, features the camera panning, zooming, and tracking over a Mirage 2000 jet in rhythm with the music. We also observe a Ukrainian pilot preparing and then climbing into the cockpit before taking off. To the casual viewer, this might appear to be nothing more than a lighthearted clip, yet eagle-eyed specialists quickly notice a critically important detail: a blink and you'll miss it moment occurring just 10 seconds into the video. In that brief instant, a series of missile kill markings painted on the side of the Mirage 2000's body become visible. For those unfamiliar with the custom, fighter jets and other military aircraft, alongside ground vehicles and naval vessels, are frequently adorned with special symbols, variously referred to as kill marks, mission symbols, or victory markings. Essentially, each mark signifies some form of victory achieved by that specific vehicle. Or plane. Jets, for instance, might receive markings for every enemy fighter they successfully overcome in a dogfight. The tradition dates back as far as the First World War, but it gained significant popularity during the Second World War. Pilots in the U.S. Air Force, for example, would decorate their jets or other vehicles with Nazi or Japanese flags for every enemy target they eliminated. Victory or kill marks have also proven popular throughout the Russia-Ukraine war, with Ukrainian air defense systems such as U.S.-supplied Patriot missile batteries or German flak Panzer Gepards being decorated with symbols for every Russian aircraft, missile, or shot drone they destroy. This, however, is one of the only occasions we've seen such an impressive array of kill markings lined up on a Ukrainian fighter jet. A closer look at these markings suggests that each might represent a Russian Kh-101 or Kh-555 missile, with many experts favoring the former. The Kh-101 is considered one of Russia's best and most frequently used cruise missiles in Ukraine. The Russian Kh-101 missile, capable of reaching top speeds of Mach 0.8, which is approximately 610 miles per hour, just under the speed of sound. These missiles were initially conceived in the 1980s and first tested in the 1990s. Though they didn't officially enter service until 2012, they were exclusively designed for in-air launch, powered by 50 turbojet engines, granting them a maximum operational range approaching 2,200 miles, 3,500 kilometers. Each missile carries a conventional warhead weighing in at 880 pounds, 400 kilograms, although Russia has also developed a separate variant, the Kh-102, which is capable of carrying nuclear warheads. Each Kh-101 is reported to cost upwards of $2 million, and these missiles have inflicted numerous devastating strikes on vital military and civilian infrastructure across Ukraine since the conflict began. For instance, within days of the invasion, reports detailed roughly 8 Kh-101 cruise missiles launched by Tu-160 and Tu-95 MiS strategic bombers over the Black Sea, targeting Vinnytsia International Airport. More recently, during the massive missile attacks of July 8, 2024, Russia again utilized a considerable salvo of Kh-101 missiles, aiming at sites like the Artem machine building plant and a children's hospital, both located in Kyiv. In summary, these types of missiles have caused substantial loss and suffering across various locations in Ukraine. Furthermore, many contemporary cruise missiles, including the Kh-101, are notoriously difficult to intercept due to their high speeds, low-altitude flight paths, and stealth features designed to effectively evade enemy radar and air defense systems as they near their targets. It is therefore inspiring to witness a Ukrainian pilot aboard a French jet having seemingly managed to eliminate at least half a dozen of these missiles, wiping out over $12 million worth of Russian munitions entirely by himself. Every single missile taken out not only means the Kremlin has wasted one of its most expensive assets, but also implies that a potential catastrophe such as the destruction of another children's hospital has been prevented, the Mirage 2000E's capabilities. At the same time, the Mirage 2000 is undoubtedly among the few fighter jets capable of achieving a feat of this magnitude. Developed by Dassault Aviation, France's principal military aircraft manufacturer, also responsible for the world-renowned Rafale, the Mirage 2000 is a multi-role, single-engine, fourth-generation fighter jet. It was designed in the late 1970s as the successor to the Mirage 3. It had its inaugural flight in March 1978, but didn't officially enter service with the French Air Force until 1984. While no longer the newest jet available, it remains widely regarded as a highly capable, dependable, and well-engineered model. It boasts numerous impressive technical specifications and unique strengths that place it ahead of many current counterparts. Size: measures approximately 46 feet 14 meters in length, with a wingspan of nearly 30 feet 9 meters, and stands 17 feet just over 5 meters high. Weight: weighs about 16,500 pounds, 7,500 kilograms when empty, with a maximum takeoff weight of around 37,500 pounds, 17,000 kilograms. Engine: powered by a Snecma M53P2 afterburning turbofan engine, capable of generating over 95 kilonewtons of thrust with the afterburners engaged. Speed and range: it can reach peak speeds of Mach 2.2 or close to 1,700 miles per hour at high altitudes. Its maximum range in the standard configuration is about 960 miles, 1,550 kilometers, although it can be configured to travel significantly further. It can also climb to altitudes exceeding 55,000 feet, 17,000 meters. Regarding armaments, the Mirage 2000 is standardly equipped with a pair of 30mm DIF 554 cannons, each holding approximately 125 rounds and capable of firing up to 1,800 rounds per minute. The jet also features no fewer than 9 hardpoints for beneath the wings and 5 under the fuselage for carrying external fuel tanks or ordnance, with a total maximum capacity of 13,900 pounds, 6,300 kilograms. To engage tougher, reinforced targets, the Mirage 2000 can also deploy a variety of air-to-air missiles, such as the Matra R550 Magic II and Matra Super 530D missiles, as well as air-to-surface armaments, including laser-guided bombs, exocet anti-ship missiles, and even nuclear cruise missiles in specific setups. The Mirage 2000 continues to impress in terms of its avionics and defensive capabilities. Depending on the variant, it may be fitted with various radar systems to detect enemy targets or incoming threats. It also features a range of self-defense systems, including radar warning receivers, chaff and flare dispensers, and electronic communication jammers. Overall, this jet covers all the essentials of attack, defense, stealth, and maneuverability. Its potent engine provides the necessary thrust and rapid acceleration for quick ascent and evasion of enemy targets, while its clever delta wing design achieves a fine balance between speed, simplicity, and agility in the air. The ability to equip it with so many different bombs, missiles, and other payloads also makes it one of the most versatile Western jets currently in operation, as it can be configured for diverse missions, including air superiority operations, ground attacks, and even strikes against naval targets. With remarkable range, and easy-to-maintain engine, particularly when compared to more complex twin-engine jets, and robust defensive features, it offers consistent value for any Air Force fortunate enough to operate one or more Mirages. Furthermore, while some more modern jets might possess advanced technical specifications, many have yet to be tested in genuine battlefield conditions. The Mirage 2000, conversely, has amply proven itself over the years, utilized by numerous air forces globally, including those of France, Egypt, Greece, Brazil, Taiwan, India, the United Arab Emirates, and, as of this year, Ukraine. France delivers. Ukraine looks ahead indeed. France first announced its plan to send a batch of Mirage 2000 fighters to Kyiv in 2024. In February of this year, the then French Defense Minister, Sébastien Lecornu, now France's Prime Minister, confirmed on X that the first jets had already arrived, June 6, 2024. Emmanuel Macron announced the delivery of French Mirage 2000 seconds to Ukraine. The first of them arrived in Ukraine today. With Ukrainian pilots on board, trained for several months in France, they will now participate in defending Ukraine's skies. As Lecornu mentioned, several Ukrainian pilots traveled to France for training on effectively piloting and operating the Mirage 2000. It is believed this training took place at the Nancy Air Base in northeast France and lasted roughly 5 to 6 months, given that at least one of the involved pilots has seemingly gone on. To eliminate so many of Russia's high-end cruise missiles, the program must have been quite effective. In terms of numbers, the French government has so far committed to supplying 6 of these jets to Ukraine, although Kyiv's commanders have reportedly requested twice that quantity, since France still maintains a fleet of about 24 Tu-28 Mirage 20005F units. It's possible that more could be transferred to Ukraine in the coming months. However, Ukraine might not require them, as its president, Volodymyr Zelensky, just finalized a letter of intent with France to acquire a staggering 100 Das Ultra-Fail fighter jets in an effort to establish Ukraine's air force as one of the strongest on the planet. Zelensky was actually in Paris finalizing the details of this agreement concurrently with the Ukrainian Air Force sharing its Mirage 2000 video. After co-signing the letter with his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron, at the Villacobly Air Base near Paris, Zelensky declared, "It will be the greatest air defense, one of the greatest in the world." He further explained that, besides the Rafales, the letter opens the possibility for Ukraine to procure various other aerial and air defense assets, including SAMP-T air defense systems, new radars, Scalp air-launched cruise missiles, and AASM Hammer aerial bombs. This is set to dramatically bolster Kyiv's airborne arsenal and is a clear signal that Ukraine is not retreating from the fight. Instead, it is doing everything possible to rearm and strengthen its military as the conflict moves closer to its 5th year, the escalating threat and the Rafale advantage. The timing of this deal could not be more critical. Russia is intensifying its attacks. Recent weeks and days have shown a marked increase in drone and missile strikes across Ukraine, while the Russian Defense Ministry has claimed the capture of several small villages in the Kharkiv, Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, and Zaporizhia regions. Ukraine needs all the help it can get to sustain its exceptional air defense network and repel the majority of Russia's aerial assaults, which are likely to become more aggressive and intense as the war progresses. Just days ago, on November 14th, for instance, Russia again sent massive swarms of drones and missiles across the border into Ukraine. Zelensky estimated totals of 430 drones and 18 missiles, many directly targeting Kyiv. Videos and images captured across the Ukrainian capital displayed smoke and flames ascending over several city districts as residents fled for safety or huddled amidst the rubble and wreckage, while the Ukrainian Air Force was once again able to shoot down the majority of the Kremlin's drones and missiles, as it has done on a near-nightly basis for many months now. Some of Russia's weapons still managed to bypass Kyiv's defenses. This caused widespread damage and loss of life, with high-rise apartment buildings, administrative facilities, a medical building, and a school all being damaged or destroyed. 6 fatalities occurred in Kyiv, with 2 more in southern Ukraine, and dozens more injured. Such attacks are regular, ongoing events, leaving Ukraine with no choice but to confront them directly and do everything possible to minimize the damage and losses. Fortunately, this new agreement with France will significantly aid that effort. The Mirage 2000 is already an excellent jet, and with only a small number of units, Ukraine has already managed to stop at least some of Russia's missiles. There is no telling how much stronger its aerial forces will become with up to 100 Rafales in their inventory. Although the Rafale is not technically the successor to the Mirage 2000, it is a superior jet in virtually every measurable aspect. To begin with, it is a more modern and powerful design, conceived from the outset as a highly adaptable omnirole fighter. It features modular avionics and state-of-the-art sensors capable of executing air superiority, maritime, strike, and reconnaissance missions, whereas the Mirage was initially designed for air defense operations and only later modified for other roles. The Rafale is also equipped with not 1, but 2 SNEC M88 engines, providing superior acceleration and agility compared to the Mirage 2000, along with supercruisy capabilities. This allows the Rafale to fly at supersonic speeds without necessarily needing to engage its afterburners. The dual-engine design also adds a layer of redundancy, significantly increasing the jet's chances of remaining airborne and surviving long enough to return to base, even if one engine is damaged or fails. The Rafale also has the edge in terms of agility. Both it and the Mirage 2000 share similar delta wing designs, but the Rafale incorporates several small but crucial additions, like its active canards, which provide a major boost to maneuverability, and its more modern flight control system. This helps solidify the jet's reputation as one of the most agile fighters of its generation. In terms of technology, the Rafale is fitted with RB-2 AESA radar and infrared search and tracker systems, alongside the world-leading Spectra electronic warfare suite, almost 5th-generation standard sensor fusion technology, and numerous other add-ons that provide pilots with unparalleled levels of situational awareness. And while the Mirage is renowned for its flexible weapons configurations, the Rafale takes things even further, boasting 14 hardpoints with a maximum payload of up to 9.5 tons. It can carry everything from scalp cruise missiles and AASM smart bombs to long-range Beaver missiles and even nuclear warheads. This opens up new roles, new opportunities, and new methods for surprising and destroying enemy targets, such as reinforced infrastructure. Even regarding survivability, the Rafale exceeds the already high standards set by the Mirage 2000. Its previously mentioned twin-engine redundancy is a significant asset, along with the excellent Spectra EU suite for jamming enemy radars and communications, as well as for detecting and evading enemy threats. It also features a low radar cross-section design, making it much more difficult for enemy radars to spot the jet until it is too late. Overall, whether measured by sensors, weapons, agility, range, payload, or technology, the Rafale is not just superior to the Mirage. It is one of the best jets currently available worldwide, Sweden's pledge and the future of Ukraine's Air Force. And the Rafale isn't the only jet captivating Ukraine's attention. Kyiv recently signed a letter of intent with Sweden, potentially acquiring up to 150 Saab JAS-39 Gripen fighters in a deal valued at up to $15 billion. Used by Sweden, Hungary, South Africa, and Brazil. Among other nations, the Gripen is celebrated for its flexibility, agility, low-maintenance design, multi-role capabilities, and cost-effectiveness. While it doesn't quite match the level of world-leading jets like America's F-35, it still offers considerable benefits and is poised to become a vital component of Ukraine's Air Force for years ahead, alongside the F-16s and Rafales. If Kyiv can continue training pilots to the exceptional standards achieved so far, Russia could be in for significant trouble. If Ukrainian pilots can eliminate multiple Kh-101 missiles using Mirage 2000 seconds, they are capable of inflicting much more damage from the controls of Rafales. True aerial superiority has yet to be established by either side during the war, but Ukraine's next-level Air Force could very well change that dynamic. It's simply a matter of time until the first jets begin to arrive. You can learn much more about the Rafale agreement between France and Ukraine in this detailed report. Alternatively, check out this video for additional information about Sweden's commitment to supply Kyiv with 150 Gripens and what that implies for the future trajectory of the war. Remember, too, to subscribe to our channel for more informative, insightful, and current reports on all the latest news and developments from the front lines in Ukraine and beyond.